Hi, I'm Jamie and welcome Glowing Beauty Addiction. Welcome back if you're one of my subscribers, and a great big hello to any of my new subscribers. I'm trying some new stuff on my channel today. As you know, I was starting a second channel, which is still in the works. I'm just struggling. And in that sense, I have my fancy DSLR camera set up here, but I also have the vlog camera. So we're gonna maybe try I don't know, different take on things, get a few different aspects in my mind's eye. This is I'm talking to you. This is the, should I say this out loud, inside voice type shot. So we're gonna play around with that. We're gonna see what's going on, figure it out as we go. Yeah, so let's quick discuss what I have going on before we get into the meat and potatoes of this. So the most glaringly obvious thing is I am wearing these Ace Beauty Glam Girl lashes. They're very big. Especially considering that I have not worn lashes in a very long time, but I don't know, kind of felt like it today. So why not? Everything I've kind of got on my, well, I shouldn't say everything, but the majority of things I have on my face today are going to kind of in some way relate back to the topic at hand, which I know I haven't said yet, but hang in there, it's coming. Not everything, some things. So to start things off, at the bottom of my beauty bag here, I have primed my face with the Tatcha Silk Primer, Silk Canvas Primer, sorry, and I like it. I really do. It's thicker. I'm not sure exactly if it's as pore filling as I would maybe like, but I am liking it. My foundation today is my Extra Bougie La Mer, and this is in Natural 12. Now this is a foundation that Tati, first little hint, has worn. I love this foundation. It does give you just a flawless, weightless, smells divine finish, but at over $100 it's a little cost prohibitive to say the least. I set all that with, or no, sorry. Next I did concealer, which is, I used the Tarte Shape Tape in light, and yes, I just realized I still have not fixed my nails. It is what it is. I'm trying. Tati loves her Tarte Shape Tape. I haven't watched her review on the Jeffree Star concealers yet, but it is on my to-watch list. I set everything with my Pretty Vulgar, the Powder Room powder. I absolutely love this powder. I've said it before, it is my favorite out of, I have tried Bare Minerals, Patrick Starr's powder, Coty Airspun, Laura Mercier. I've tried them all, and this one is my favorite. Screw order. Let's just kind of go through my bag here. I have found a new favorite mascara. There's mascaras I've liked. There's mascaras I've hated. Better in Sex, Too Faced, hate it. But these by Essence, oh my goodness, I can't live without these. I use the false lash effect always on my top lashes, and if I do my bottom lashes, I use the volume mascara. Oh my goodness, I love, love, love them. I think they're like $6 or $7 is all, and love them. Can't say enough good about them. I used my Essence Superfine Eyeliner pen in black. Love it. I primed my eyes, of course, with MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. This is another Tati recommended product, and this is the Dior Show Brow Styler, and mine is in 01 Brown. For pencil type products for brows, this is absolutely my favorite. If I want to use more of a powder, my favorite is the Gerard Cosmetics. And for pomade, I guess Anastasia would be my favorite. Now for my eyes, I finally tried it, guys. I went into my Morphe palette that I got from BoxyCharm. There it is right there. It's called Night Master. It's the 15N. I was kind of skeezed out because it looked like there was a fingerprint in it. I stand by, I don't think it's a luxury palette. It feels heavy like a luxury palette. In the end, it's Morphe. And we know Morphe, like, you know, they've always got the people that are shilling their codes, like James Charles, Jaclyn Hill. We all know who. Anyway, I've tried it. I'm going to wear it all day and see exactly what happens there. My highlight today, which I do think is quite blingin', is Makeup Geek. And this is the Kathleen Lights highlighter palette. It is beyond well loved and a hot mess. Love it. Love it. I used my CoverFX palette that I got in BoxyCharm as well. I've been using it a lot and actually quite liking it. I've been using this contour shade to contour. I've been using this brightener under my eyes and it's not making things worse. And I've been using this finishing powder all over my face, and at first I thought because there was glitter in it that it was going to be a huge mistake, but it hasn't been, so that's great. On my lips, I tried again my Kylie lip kit that I picked up at Ulta, and this is in Candy K. I can't say anything bad about it. For the price though, again, I think it costs too much for what it is. There are formulas out there that last longer, that smell as good, such as my Gerard Cosmetics. And this is my absolute favorite one. It's Share, and this is the Hydromat. I do have a code down below. Keep in mind, it is an affiliate link, so if you do use it, I will make a small commission. But yeah, it smells, as you can tell, look at how great. You can always tell the stuff that I really, really, really use a lot. Anyway, for the price, it's good. I prefer my Gerard Cosmetics. And to bronze, of course, I used my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Now, this is in the deep that I've been using just because, as you know, I was down in Texas. I got a little bit of a sunburn, and I'm having some issues finding my right colors in everything. So, now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. I've been trying to kind of stay clear of drama, but it is what it is. Let's talk about James Charles. There's been 1,000,001 videos made on him, but I feel that some of my opinions might be a little bit different, especially as a mother. So take it, leave it. It's my opinion. It's only my opinion. Don't go hating on anybody I talk about, but it is what it is, in my point of view. And for those of you who don't know who James Charles is, and I can't think that it's a whole lot of you that would be watching this, he was like the first face of boys in makeup with CoverGirl or whoever, and he came to light because, you know, his yearbook photo was so great, and he brought in his own ring light and all this, and it turned out that it was all just a lie, and that's not really how it happened. So right from the get-go, his fame, his notoriety has been based on a lie. Right from that, it kind of just turns you off. I've never been a huge James fan. I've never disliked James, but never really, you know, I don't fangirl over him. But yeah, it's his whole spiel, empire, whatever, is built on a lie. And that's what it comes down to for me in a lot of these cases. From there, he gained notoriety, and then it became the scandals. He made a very off-color joke regarding Ebola. Like, Ebola is funny. It's in poor taste. There's been just scandal after scandal with him, and I don't understand. There was the whole makeup geek thing where Marlena was going to do a documentary, and he figured that that was his idea because he owns every idea out there. He knew more than her, even though she's been in the industry. She's created her own makeup, all this stuff, but he figures because he can copy a bunch of people's makeup looks, and put out some merch, which any of us can do, I may in the future as well, that he is just the end-all be-all for everything. And with all these scandals, the go-to defense has always seemed to be, oh, he's young, give him a break. You know, he doesn't know any better. Really? I don't think that's an excuse, especially when he himself goes on to, you know, ring his own bell that he had to grow up so fast because he rose to stardom so quickly. He had to grow up fast, and he thinks very highly of himself. It's like, I'm a business manager and this and that and the other, but yet if he screws up, he's the first to be like, hey, I'm just young, I didn't know what I was doing. You know, like, pick. Are you grown? Are you not grown? You know what I mean? You can't be looking for these outs all the time. The most recent, well, not even the most recent, he's planned his sister tour, and people are up in arms because it's $500 a ticket for the most expensive, granted, $500 a ticket for the sister VIP to meet and greet and hang out, probably not even really hang out with him. It's gonna be you and a whole bunch of other VIPs. You're gonna get to hug him for 5 minutes, and chances are he's gonna be flitting all about, and yay, you got a goodie bag. Now that's just my opinion. I personally, again, my own opinion, I have a lot more respect for people who are humble. Yes, he has these $500 tickets, and as far as I know from other videos, like Ashley Kyle and Nick Snyder and Dustin Daly, you know, they've all done videos on this. Definitely go check them out. Yeah, they're sold out. These $500 tickets are sold out. Now, who knows whether it was like one $500 ticket per show or what exactly that was, but I don't know. I would be more inclined to pay to see somebody that maybe is worth $500 but only charging $100. Does that make sense? He is just so narcissistic in the sense that he knows people are going to pay this and that's what he's going to do. But it comes down to know your audience. Your audience are young teenagers, majority, I would assume. And to say, hey, I'm going on tour in like a week. Hey, spend $500 on a ticket to me is just asinine. I can't think of a YouTuber I would pay $500 to go see. And I'm not saying YouTubers shouldn't get paid. Absolutely they should. I realize that venues cost money and all this stuff, and your security, your people need to make money, and I understand that. And for a while I worked in the field that I had some experience with all this stuff. So I get it, but show a little humility. I can't get behind it. Like, I can't even imagine somebody like Shane Dawson or Jeffree Star being like, yeah, give me $500 and I'll give you a hug and a quick pic. Like, Jeffree is going to these Morphe meet and greets, and granted, yeah, people have to buy his palette, but he's not charging $500 for a hug to get a picture with him. There are other big YouTubers, and I'm sure if you ran into them at the mall, whatever, that you could walk up and be like, respectfully, of course, if they're like having dinner with their family, don't do this. But I'm sure most of them, if you were to approach them and say, hey, if I'm not interrupting, can I get a pic? Aren't going to be like, oh yeah, I've got my Square on my phone, just swipe your card for $500. You know what I mean? And it just seems that he's one of these that, even though he's the top of the game and the top of the beauty realm, he's chasing that clout and he's stepping on people to get there. There, I said it. You know, Thomas Halbert, who everybody knows how I feel about Thomas Halbert, he called him out on his lies about the yearbook picture. Seeing Tati's Snapchat, I know a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, she's overdramatic, whatever. It broke my heart. I so related to what she was saying. Many of you know the situation I've been going through with some of my family, and so it related to me. I get it. It's not a nice feeling to feel like you've been just stepped on and used. And then once there's no more use for you, they're just going to throw you out with the trash. And that is just, it's not cool. My heart broke for her, and I just don't get it. And even Jeffree Star, like, he's in some of the videos and doing collabs with him. And I really, like, you don't see James promoting Tati's Halo Beauty or Jeffree Star's products like they promote his. And I know you shouldn't do nice things to receive nice things, but I don't know, it just makes you a good friend, a good person. If I started my own makeup brand and I had people I considered very, very, very good friends, like enough to be in my wedding, and they weren't even going to take the time to say, hey, congrats, it would be disappointing. It would be hurtful. And I guess that's what I'm saying about that is, you know, sometimes dollars aren't going to get you what you really need in life. Now on to the more recent drama. James has always had this, I'm going to call it desperate. He comes off as desperate to me. He is always pursuing straight men, which, it's like, what's a good analogy? Say, I can't even think of somebody right now. So say I've got the hots for a big time movie star, and I'm not going to be happy until I achieve that. Even though he's married with kids and all this stuff, you're just setting yourself up for failure. Know what goals are attainable and achievable. There are not a lot of straight men. There may be some, but there's not a lot of straight men that are going to take kindly to a not straight man pursuing them. And to pursue them so age-core. Like, even heterosexual, homosexual, it doesn't matter. There comes a point where it's just like, back off. I'm not interested. I don't know how many ways I can say no. Just, enough is enough. And anybody who calls them out about any of this stuff, whether it's beauty related or boy related or anything, he'll either subtweet and bash about them or block them. And to me, that doesn't show maturity of somebody who has grown up in this industry and matured so much. Like, you can't act like your subscribers, your fans are your end all be all, and then completely go off the rails if one of them decides to make a video destroying your palette. Like Cody Rants. Like, you can't say, oh yes, I'm so open to ideas, and then block anybody who does give you one. Or steal ideas from smaller creators and then not give them credit. Now, in some of those cases, maybe he did, maybe he didn't see those pictures that he has blatantly copied. If he didn't, let's look at the flip side. If he didn't see it, what does it hurt? You don't have to maybe give credit, but what would it hurt to say, hey, that is so cool that we had the same idea. Your pick is great. You're giving a smaller creator some exposure. Everybody feels good. Nobody has lost anything. And it just shows that maybe you're a little bit more human than just this greedy, money grubby, using people person. My 2 cents. It's... Ugh. Now we get to the mama bear side of things. Everybody knows I have boys. I'm a mom. I'm a mama bear. Don't mess with my boys or I can get upset. But now my boys are not the age of James. My boys are 7, almost 8 in just a few days, and 6. And we've dealt with issues at school where there's been bullies, whatnot. I am not that parent that is going to fly off the handle right away and be down at the school and demanding action and that type of thing. Sometimes I want to be, but I'm not. Sometimes you have to teach your kids the coping mechanisms to deal with situations on their own. This bully example, when this started to come to light, of course I talked to my son about it, and it was like, you know, try to get out of the situation first, walk away, you know, tell a teacher if it comes to that type of thing. Not once did I be, I'm gonna call them out and this and that and the other. It was, and even when it got to the point where I did have to go to the school, I wanted to talk to the principal more on how can this be dealt with between them or not between them? How can we something like that? It was not I want this kid, Lord, I wanted to. I cannot tell you how much I wanted to, but you have to teach your kids how to cope. You have to let them know that come real life, mommy is not always going to be there. I'm always going to be in his corner. Yes, but I'm not always going to be there to fight his fights for him. And I've raised my boys to know that, you know, you never throw the first punch. Now, if one's thrown at you, there's probably, you know, you're probably not going to get in trouble for finishing it if somebody else started it. That goes into a whole other, but it's one of those things where they have to know how to deal. They have to have the tools to deal with things on their own. What James Charles' mother did by shading Tati and making a lot of those comments she did on Instagram and stuff it's tasteless. It's uncalled for, especially when it was days after the incident. There's nothing wrong with being a mama's boy. My husband is a self-proclaimed mama's boy. But having your mother fight your battles for you when you are considered grown, not a cool look. And again, to go back to the looking for a boyfriend, a mate, whatever. I'm sorry, but if I was looking for a man and his mommy was fighting his fights for him, not too attractive. Just saying. It made me quite mad, actually, to see all this stuff that his mother had said and done. Teach your boy right from wrong. Teach your boy how to get the attention he needs in a more positive way. If he wants to flash his bare ass in those chaps around Coachella, that's cool, whatever. You do you. But I just, his mother, I don't know if she's riding that money train, probably, in my opinion, or what it is he paying her bills? Who knows? But teach your boy right and wrong. Teach him, give him the tools to deal with all these scandals that he finds himself in instead of running to protect him. That's the long and short. And like all publicity, yes, I understand it's all publicity, no matter good or bad, is supposedly a great thing. And he admits it, and he says this in a video. Personally, I would rather have a little bit of success or stardom, whatever, and be known for being a good person, rather than be known worldwide for being an ignorant, thirsty, desperate, using, horrible person. That's just me. That's how I would rather sleep at night. Again, it's like he thinks he's invincible, that all these scandals, they seem to come up and then disappear and come up and disappear. Let's hold him accountable. We hold other people accountable for their actions. Why can we not hold him accountable? He's not untouchable. That's my thought on that. Yes, I've made notes. But I guess the long and short of it is these quickie apologies that he makes that are on his Instagram story for 5 seconds, or the notebook apology. I don't think it cuts it. Yes, he made some very bad transphobic type comments, and he actually addressed that one. I can't remember if it was on Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat, but it was just, it's not cool. We need to start having influencers, social media people that are accountable for their actions, are held accountable for their actions, that know how to make an apology. Jackie, Ina, you. It's not acceptable anymore. There are so many people on YouTube that I see and that I watch that deserve the credit, the acknowledgement, the success, that aren't getting the recognition because of everybody is just so blinders on. James Charles, Jeffree Star, Manny MUA, Nikita Dragon, all these blinders on to these huge ones. No more. Every video just about, except for this one, I call out people that I see that I like, and lots of them are bigger than me because I'm only, you know, I'm itty bitty tiny. I will be big one day, I promise. I'm gonna try so hard. But we need to give these people recognition. We need to shout them out, point out their channels. Metamorphosis rocks, Avid Diva. She is fantastic about this. She is always calling out those smaller YouTubers that deserve the recognition. We need to make the changes we want to see. I think that's the gist of my take on it right now. So this video has probably gotten way too long, longer than I thought, and I have an appointment in the city to get my winter tires taken off, even though we just got a foot of snow here the other day. Besides the point. But anyway, thank you for sticking with me. If you stuck with me to the end, let me know what you think of this whole new multi-angle thing I'm gonna try out. Second channel will be coming. I'm having issues. My camcorder. Any other thing that I record on, you can take the audio, separate it kinda, and do all that. That is causing me issues, and the majority of the videos that I've recorded, which I have about 8 or 9 for my second channel, there's music in the background or something, and I can't seem to separate that audio from the video to take it out, and I don't need to start a new channel and get copyright striked on the first 5 videos I put up. So I'm working on figuring that out. Live streams are going to be coming back soon. I'm feeling better, kind of. So I will start doing my live streams from jiu-jitsu. So while my boys are at jiu-jitsu, I'll be out in my vehicle and I'll live stream then. I'm going to try to maybe mix it up between this channel and my second channel. Jiu-jitsu nights will be Thursday nights and Monday nights now, I think. My eldest might be able to be moving up to Junior Shogun soon, so it'll be the 2 nights. Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. I also have to figure out how to get internet in my vehicle. But other than that, yes, that is the scope, the plan, how everything's going. Please let me know your thoughts on James Charles and his multitude of situations. Let me know what you think of the new filming setup. And thanks for hanging in there. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I love you so much. Bye.